kind of worth it for the view. Think to myself, look at that. Morale Shaw, cold beer, almost as disappointing. We are throwing these magnetic robots to the rest of the works. Definitely worth giving it a visit. Good morning from the Radnice Blue here in Budapest. Slept for an hour and 45 minutes. Gonna need the Red Bull. Off we go to the airport. I wasn't the only one who only got an hour and 45 minutes sleep. Yossi the tzaddik over here is taking me to the airport. Shkoyach Yossi. Perfect timing, an hour and 20 minutes to take off. Baruch Hashem. This is the 6th time I'm in this airport, but I've never seen it this busy. Heading to Prague today. I've been there before, but never left the airport. So this time we're doing it properly. We're gonna be there for a day. Heard a lot about it, always wanted to go, so here we go. Past 2 nights I've only slept like 2 hours. I've got a busy day planned ahead in Prague, so I'm gonna try and sleep on this short flight, get a bit of energy. And welcome to Prague. Got exactly 12 hours until my next flight goes off. So yeah, that's plenty of time to see loads. Let's go. Before I can even think of starting the day, I need some coffee to wake me up. I never speak about this, but you know, vlogging is not the easiest. You know, you need to know what to say. You need to, you know, give over the energy, make it exciting, and it's 10 times harder when you're tired like I am now. But let's hope the coffee kicks in soon, and it'll be a good vlog. First thing I love about Prague is that Uber is right outside the airport. Normally Uber you have to walk ages to find them, and it's like some local company which are going to charge you crazy money. Here, Uber runs the show. That's the way it should be. Okay, let's start off with a bit of history. So this country used to be Czechoslovakia. Czech and Slovakia was one country, but in 1993 they split up nicely, no arguments, and they became 2 separate countries. First stop for today is Petrin Tower. This is kind of a miniature baby version of the Eiffel Tower. It's only 60 meters tall, but apparently you get a great view on the top. So when it opens at 9 o'clock, I'm gonna go up, do some climbing, and get the views. It looks pretty modern, but it was built in 1891, over 130 years ago. Well done. All right, got our ticket into the Petrin Tower. We've got 299 stairs. Is there a lift? I'm not sure. I hope there is. I'm far too tired to climb this. I think I'm at the halfway mark. Slightly out of breath. Oy vey. But yeah, I can see the whole Prague from here. So I can go home. Seen it all. Prague Castle over there. Some kind of river. And we're done. Very clever they have these benches for the old men like me which needs to take a break. Just slightly out of breath. 299 steps. Kind of worth it for the view. There's a building down there which is used as a cell tower, and it's rated the 2nd to ugliest building in the world. I'll try and put a video in so you can see. Pretty cool. Wasn't too expensive. Cost maybe £6 to get up here. So yeah, it's cute. Was up there for 5 minutes. Getting a bit bored. Down we go. If you're coming to Prague, definitely put this on your list. Besides for the tower, it's a beautiful park here. Really nice, relaxing area. Second stop for today is Prague Castle. Very famous here. It's in the Guinness World Records for being the largest castle in the world. 70,000 square meters. It has the crown jewels in here of Prague, of Czech. So let's have a look. I've just checked up on Google when this was built. Guess when? In 880. Which is over 1,100 years. Crazy. Can't believe it's still standing. Over here they're just copying London with the guards. Nowhere near as cool uniform. They don't have the furry strimals. I just overheard there's some ceremony about to happen. Oh, I can hear it, I can hear it. Well done, well done. Don't think in London you'll get such cool ones wearing sunglasses. Bit informal. Matching sunglasses. Should have like a flag of the Czech Republic on it. Drew Binsky is probably the biggest travel vlog in the world. He's been to every single country at least once and most of them twice. And he said that his favourite city is Prague. And ever since I heard that, I knew I had to come here. And I'm glad I'm here. And I might be upset that I'm not staying longer. And that's the castle, which attracts 2 million people every year. 2,000,001 now. Loads and loads of different tours, where these tour guides explain you loads of stuff which you don't care about. I'd prefer to count sheep than join one of those tours. Quick shout out to Eliza Goldschmidt. I only booked this trip 2 days ago and I didn't have enough time to research everything. He gave me a full itinerary, so anything I'm doing is thanks to him. Personally, I'm not so into old historical sites. I find it boring, but I do appreciate some people find it very interesting. So if you find it interesting, I'm come here just for you. Small clowns trying to copy the English. Now I'm going to start using my unlimited public transport pass. These vintage old-fashioned trams are so cool, and I've hired out the entire thing for myself. Look at that. So cool. Just what I was looking for. Souvenir shop, get the souvenirs out of the way. Not cheap at all. I thought Prague would be a bit cheaper than that. This old town cobble street road. What a vibe. I'm in love with Prague. Even though I've slept 2 hours last night, I'm awake as anything. Heading now to one of the narrowest streets in the world. Right here. So unfortunately it's closed, the street, because I think it belongs to a restaurant. It's like privately owned. So when the restaurant opens, they'll open, so maybe we'll come back later. I think I know which car I'm going to use for my wedding. Love it. Just arrived into the Jewish quarter. This is the famous Maral Shul. I'm trying to find the stairs where the golem used to climb up. So it's said that the Maral created out of clay a golem which helped Yidden out, and those stairs is where the golem used to live, I guess, and he used to go up and hide in there. I don't know, some people say it's true, some people it's not true. That's the story. If you have anything to add, write it in the comments. The Maral was born somewhere between 1512 and 1526, I'm not sure exactly when, and he was Nifta in 1609, and this is his shul behind me. And he was known for creating moifas, and he was a real big tzaddik, and I wish I would have had more time to learn more about him, but as I said, it was quite a last minute trip this. Love this Chabad truck. Chabad are the coolest, by far. Someone warned me there's a kosher restaurant right by the Maral Shul, and it says kosher all over it, but it's not actually kosher. I'm not sure for this one. I'm gonna see if they actually have a hechsher. Okay, so I checked inside, they do have hechsherim. I'm just gonna make sure that it's good because I don't want to put the wrong stuff into me. It's like a car, you put the wrong petrol in, it's gonna damage the car. Loads of different shops here, selling all the Jewish, Judaica, little menorahs and all those kind of stuff. Israeli tourists, I'm not sure why they're so excited about it, because you get that one in Israel, but it's cute. No word of a lie, since my last meal 24 hours ago, all I've had is a bowl of soup, 1 bagel and 2 Haribos. So I've got my favourite food here, pizza. Let's go eat something. Because I was warned about this restaurant, which is kosher but not kosher, I made sure this one's 100% kosher. It's called Shalanu, milky, it's under Chabad, all good. You can come here, nice menu, fairly priced. I'm starving. All right, pizza review time here from Prague. I've probably had kosher pizza in like at least 15, 20 different countries. Smells good. I'm very, very hungry. Already made a bracha. Tasty, that's good. Semi-crispy, which is also not bad. Small criticism, it's a bit floury. Okay, it's quite good. 7.1. I mean, for Prague, 7.1 is probably a 10. But yeah, great stuff. This is the Pinkas Synagogue. Very nice shul. Gonna have a look inside. My first time paying to come into a shul. Normally they'll pay me to go to shul, but this time I have to pay to go into the shul. Let's have a look, let's see if it's worth it. Thousands of names on the wall. Not sure when it's from, could be from the war. Definitely a very, very impressive shul. I'm wondering, the shuls that we have, the modern ones, in 100, 200 years time, are they going to be as unique as this is now? If you get what I'm saying. Got a museum here as well, which is talking about the Jews here before the war, what happened during the war, even which got deported from Prague. I'm sure there's a lot of meaning, and there's a lot behind this place. First of all, I'm too tired to actually fully grasp it. Number two is, it's far too touristy. It's just a museum, it's just tourists from around the world here. Don't really love that. This is the old basic forest. I'm not sure exactly where the Maral's buried. I can't go inside because I'm a Kohen. I'm going to daven from outside here. I don't do too well with history and museums, so I wasn't in there so long. But the imagery I'm having, that maybe 70, 80 years ago, there was tens of thousands of from Jews who used to come here, daven. This used to be a vibrant Jewish killer, and now it's just a museum for a bunch of tourists. I'm not hungry anymore after that big lunch, but the downside is a heavy meal makes you tired. I'm exhausted. Okay, one of the things on my to-do list was they have an old-fashioned elevator, a lift where it's open, there's no opening and closing doors, there's no buttons, it's just constantly going up and down, and you sort of have to jump in, and it's quite dangerous. So the one here is closed, National Day or something, I don't know what he's chatting about, but he's given me a place where I can go, so hopefully we can find it. That elevator's a bit further away, so I'm going to see what else there is in this area. There's the Astronomical Clock, which I need to sort of get my head around exactly what's so special about it. I'm going to see it now. So on my little research of this Astronomical Clock, which I'm about to arrive at, so it's cool because it's old. It's the oldest one, 600 years old. It was made by two professors. One was a mathematician and one was an astronomy guy, whatever, or however you call it. Does look cool, but I mean, I've got a watch on my hand for like 100 quid, and that does a great job as well. 8 million tourists come every year, and I think they all turned up today. Anyone taking a photo with it is an Instagrammer. They've probably got no idea what it is. Just, I'll get likes on my Instagram, so I'll take photos. This is what does it for me. Cold beer, whilst looking at the clock, the amazing clock. The Czechs are known for loving beer, and they drink the most beer per capita. I'm drinking here Starproman, L'chaim. The lady just came to take a picture of me with my beer by this beautiful clock thingy bob. Yeah, she's probably gonna print it now. Come here, charge me 1,000 million, whatever currency they use here, I've forgotten, that's how tired I am. Probably won't buy it. So this is the photographer. Here we have our photos. My opinion on this clock might change. The crowds have gathered because on the hour, there's a bit of a show, 7 minutes to go, and then I'll give the full review on this astronomical funny clock. No peace for the wicked. The fly has just made it into my beer. Seriously, literally hundreds and hundreds of people waiting for that clock to do a bit of magic. That was almost as disappointing as watching Manchester United play football. Did nothing. Hundreds of people clapping like clowns. And this is the old town centre. Very, very typical European. You'd get this probably in like 30 different countries. It'll look pretty much exactly the same. Similar statues and everything. It's so busy, it's crazy. Tourists from around the world. And you know me? I like to be the only tourist. I like to be unique. I think a small mistake I've made. This is the kind of place where you need company. It's really not that interesting when you do it alone. I'm just gonna smile about this one. It's a very, very cool sculpture, which basically, I have to show you a picture because I can't really describe it. But under maintenance, refurbishments, so we can just see some scaffolding. That's something unique, that I like. It's called the Dancing House, for obvious reasons. I like it. Wouldn't mind my house looking like that. A little bit of information on that building over there. So the architect was supposed to design it on a Tuesday. He had his brother's wedding the night before and he was so drunk, he was still drunk the next day, and that's how he came up with that building. This is more my scene, more relaxing, looking at the water, the ship's going past. I'm gonna stay here a bit, relax. I need to edit my Vltava, which is coming out in a few hours. So this is where I'll spend the next hour or so. Guys behind me are throwing these magnetic things into the water, hoping to find a car maybe. No, I don't know, some jewellery, but they haven't. They found a few little nickels, a few little coins, so boring. This has got to be one of the coolest entrances and doors to get into a bar. Big Baruch Hashem, I found somewhere to change into a polo. I was boiling in my long sleeve t-shirt, feeling a lot better. Big compliment to public transport here. Absolutely excellent, very on time, goes everywhere, efficient, clean. Probably the final stop for today, the Robotic Bar. This does look very futuristic. Feels like I'm in the middle of a sci-fi movie. Basically, you order one of those machines and then the robots do the rest of the work. Not in the mood for alcohol, but they have some non-alcoholic cocktails. Let's go order one. Just paid for my drink, let's see the magic happen now. I see a human working down there. I guess we still need human beings. I'd say 80% robot, 20% human. I'm sure Japan doesn't have any people here. My Uber's on the way to get me back to the airport, so if I had to summarise what Prague's like, lots of pros, lots of cons, quite mixed feelings. The pros, good restaurants, clean city, safe, relatively cheap, easy to get to, a lot of history if you're into that, quite a lot to do. Downside is, people are not so friendly. Very, very touristy. It's so busy with tourists from around the world. What else can I think of? You know, it's definitely a decent place. And I've also got another pros. You've got places to down by, Nová, the Morale. So definitely worth giving it a visit. I mean, I could have enjoyed it more had I not been so tired today, but it has been a pretty good day, so thank you, Asha. You are a legend. I need to come to Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan. Slava Uzbekistan.
Slava Uzbekistan.
Baruch Hashem, it's been a successful day. Ended off amazing with that taxi driver. Was the funniest taxi driver I've had in my life. Hilarious. Yeah, big thank you Hashem that everything worked out so well. It's been tiring. Prague complete. Hope you enjoyed the vlog. And if you did, make sure to give it a like, subscribe and the rest. Okay, so the flight's delayed, so I'm going to carry on the vlog a bit. Baruch Hashem, had a shower, feeling good, still exhausted. Now I got an email that they're going to give us a voucher to spend in the airport, but I'm in the lounge. I'm going to leave the lounge, spend my voucher, come back. So I got a text message and an email from the airline that I should go to the flight transfer desk to get a voucher to buy food in the airport. I went there. The last time this happened, I got 26 euros. This time, 98 of the Czech currency, which is like £3. And I couldn't even use it in a kiosk. I only used it in a restaurant. Obviously, I can't buy anything. So I gave it some nochrim, and they could buy themselves a lovely sandwich. Okay, here's the update. The flight has been delayed 3.5 hours. Now, I didn't have supper because I was supposed to be in Manchester for supper. So I've just called up Chabad from the restaurant and see if they can send me something to the airport. Baruch Hashem, they let me leave the airport, and now I'm waiting for my food to come. The Uber is 3 minutes away, ending up being quite an expensive supper, around £15 to get the Uber here, another £20 for the food. Baruch Hashem, I have to eat kosher food. I've slept 4 hours in the past 3 days. Smile on my face that I've got some food. Thank you, Hashem. Gosh, this is literally a never-ending story. I tried to get back into the airport, but because I already scanned the boarding pass, it didn't let me back in. I had to go to the desk, and Baruch Hashem, they let me through, and definitely worth all that chaos. Delicious sandwich. As I finish my supper, the gate has opened. Don't want to miss this after all of that. Let's rush a bit. Finally boarding the plane, 3 hours late. Typical, they always make a delay just shy of 3 hours, so they don't need to give compensation. Let's try and slow things down. I think I'm going to get some sleep now, so that's the actual end of the video. Hope you've enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe.